Hello people of the earth and welcome back to QuickSaveTV. My name is Mike and today we're talking, that's loud, we're talking about fighting hostile humans. What does it entail, when you should approach it and how you should approach it. So let's just think about it for a moment. Well, and for me, I wanted to say that in this game the developers really have nailed it down, the feeling of fighting other humans, regardless of how they accomplish this, because I don't necessarily agree with it. I think it's overly difficult, needlessly difficult, but it also captures the idea that you shouldn't fight the humans lightly, because they are very dangerous, and because not only because they're dangerous, right? Because of the moral ramifications. Every dead human is essentially the world closer to it not having any humans, which is kind of a sad thing, state of affairs, right? And so for me, it's very interesting. It's very fun to think about, and also it's very exciting to just understand how you can fight them effectively. And there are a lot of cool ways you can do it, and I'm going to cover a lot of them right now. Hopefully all of them right now, but I'm going to cover a lot of them right now. And the way you want to fight humans in this game is you want to prepare. You want to prepare hard. Preparation is 80% of the battle when you're fighting humans. It's not really about your skill, it's about your preparation. And the best way to prepare for fighting humans is getting a good gun. What constitutes a good gun? Well, anything semi-automatic is not good for the beginner, for starters, and everything low caliber is not good. Guns that can fight from longer range are better, but shotguns can be relatively useful as well. So something like this would be okay. Something like this would be okay. Something like it's a bolt action, isn't it? Yeah, something like this would be bad. Although, when we talk about 50 caliber rifles, those are exceptionally effective at killing everything, including humans. So if you can land your shots, they can be very effective and they can actually one-shot enemy humans. Very, very important. When you fight humans, typically you're going to encounter them in a group of 3. With a rare exception of much bigger groups, but they usually happen at end game scenario when you're going to have to encounter them with a team of other humans, or you're going to encounter a huge group of them and you're going to have to attack it. Now, to prepare for the fight, you don't only need a gun. That's obvious and a very important bit, but also having a lot of rounds is very good. So something like this would be really good, a rifle like this. A character that specializes in firing guns to a certain degree is very important. I'll explain to you why in just a second. Now, when you, I don't care about you right now. Let's find some zombies to shoot at. Now, when you play, when you attempt to fight them, it's also very important to grab a character that has endurance and high health. Ways in which you can increase health is by having a character who has high bonuses to health, like a character like Dick, who has Richard, right? Alright, plus 45 maximum health he has by default, and we can also extend it if we go to our community and we ask them to, we order them to, actually, get the medical help in form of primary care. If we have a professional doctor, it can increase your health by 50 points, and that's a lot. Why we want to do that? Well, because on maximum difficulty, hostile survivors will do headshots on you, and it's a great way to die, really. It's one of the easiest way to die in this game. Nothing in the game is as punishing as hostile survivors. And when they throw you on your ass, you're going to have some time where you can recover, but you will recover with a very little health, with very little amount of health, and you can get permanent injuries, even if your character is like Richard, has 100% injury chance. Injuries he will not have, but he will have specific damage dealt to him by other humans, and you have to be very careful about that, because they will easily deal a lot of damage for you and kill you, actually. And people you take with you, you have to be very careful with them as well, because you can lose them permanently. So it's a huge risk always. So one of the greatest perks that makes it safer is gunslinging. Gunslinging makes it safer in a way that you can do this. Bloop, 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 bloop. Do you see that? So I just press my space bar, or I think Y on a controller, and I can instantly do a headshot, a quick headshot. And this is paramount. paramount because enemy essentially auto-aims a lot, and having this quick scoping ability will make it so that you can do the same, and you can liquidate threats before they become big threats. It doesn't work from a very long range, but it works from about, I would say, 25 meters or so. So it's a really good ability, and it helps you deal with humans very easily. You have to make sure that every shot you do connects to the target, but you don't want to save bullets. I will demonstrate it in a moment. I unfortunately don't have any hostile humans here, and waiting until I have them is kind of a stupid thing because I can just show you what to do here. Another good thing when you fight humans to have is, well, let's say I'm going to build a gear around that, something that I don't worry too much about spending. 45 caliber, 357. Something that is automatic. Yeah, that would do. It's suppressed, very good. So I will need a full mag and one round in the chamber. 31, very good. So let's get some more bullets as well. Let's get something that will help us stay energized with energy drinks. Let's get some best medicine that we have, and let's get a first aid kit. That will also help us. And before we go, we should also use the bandage just so we're at full health. And then we're going to grab a bunch of bullets more, but this is not all, and it's not the most important. Having a lot of bullets is important. This should be enough for 3 humans. Usually, for me, 60 bullets is enough, so that's how you should need to think about it. But it depends how good of a shot you are. Other great stuff you can take with you is sand block, and I'll tell you why in just a second. And honestly, one of my favorite is definitely the zombie-bait. Do we have any of it? We don't. But let's just imagine that we do. Molotov cocktails can also be very good. So let's take all of this stuff. That's all we're taking with us. We have some suppressors, right? Very good. And again, switch to semi-auto as always. It's just to conserve ammunition. You can fire just as fast with semi-auto, that's not a problem, but you can fire more accurately. But when you fight humans, it's very important to do the following. So I'm just going to find a group here, to find any group anywhere. And an easy way to do that would go to the infestation. Let's see this infestation. So let's see how the whole gameplay would look if we do this. One thing I want to say when you fight humans is you want to make sure that you don't save your bullets. You don't want to save your resources when you fight them. You want to go hard, right? And I'll show you how we do it. You want to go hard because every mistake when fighting humans will cost a lot to you. And there's no good way to... Look, if they kill you, it's over, right? It doesn't matter how much resources you spend, because usually you need a good character to kill humans. Bad characters with low values of health are exceptionally bad at it, and it's a very high chance that you will lose all of your equipment and you're useless survivor. So it's very important to use some of your better survivors to do that, so it means that you're always putting something on the line at the same time. But it's a good way to do that because a bad survivor will just die and lose the equipment, which is really sad. And of course the better way to fight humans is to never fight them at all if you can afford not to, but usually it's not an option. Sometimes you will have to fight them, sometimes you will have to... Viking, give me a gas canister. There is an enemy guy here, very close to us. Oh no, I don't see him. So anyway, we marked an infestation. Let's go to the infestation. And I'll show you how we can do it with, you know, with minimal amount of mucking about, which is really important. Really. When you fight humans, it's the most important. You want to go hard and you want to end the conflict quickly. So how we're going to do it, that's the human base. So what we do is, we're going to put some sand block on us. Oh, it will make us infected. Well, okay, I'm not gonna put the sand block since it's gonna make me infected, but whatever. That's a bad preparation on Mikey, so a good chase, a good idea right now would be to go home and prepare better, right? But what we're going to do is, we're going to throw some zombie there, or any firecracker, anything you have, right at their base. We want to attract as many zombies there as possible, and we're going to go hard. We're going to go hard right away. We're going to assault them as fast as we can. So we're not gonna save bullets, we're not gonna wait, we're not gonna... If I cannot hit the head, right, I'm going to pummel a lot of bullets in their torso. When I can, I need to reload, and I'm gonna cover my head so I don't get a nice headshot at me, right? They can easily take headshots at you, so you have to be very careful. So as you saw me there, I wasn't trying to be exceptionally careful, I wasn't trying to do only headshots. If I cannot do headshots, just do like this. And zombie falls down, like this. Keep pummeling him full of lead. It's very important when you fight humans. When the human falls down, keep hitting him until he dies. Don't be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get a headshot. No, that's not important. annihilate him, right? So when you see a human and he falls on the ground, do this, right? Do this. Pump him full of lead. Super important. Don't worry, we'll heal it, no problem. But yeah, the idea is pump him full of lead, he falls, keep hitting him until he dies. Or throw a Molotov cocktail at him, a grenade, an explosive piece, anything at all. And make sure that you engage humans when they are distracted with Zeds. The humans will engage Zeds when they are about 40 meters away from their base. So it's always a good idea to do. So check it out. We've cleared an infestation, we've spent a lot of bullets, but this wasn't about an infestation. This was a simulation. So some things that I want you to take away from this. When you fight humans, don't hold back at all. Get good equipment and get some of the zombie energizing stuff. Maybe zombie scent block, maybe the vision enhancer or the health enhancer. Be ready to use your painkillers, high quality painkillers immediately. Also, don't try to be optimal with that. Don't organize them. If you get a serious wound, make sure that you're using the first aid kit. Also very important. And if you don't have a lot of stamina, drink energy drinks to make sure that you always stay one head, like a little bit ahead of the enemy humans. And try not to help them fight zombies. That's one thing I didn't mention. When you attract some zombies to the base of humans, don't help them with zombies. Make sure that the enemy engages zombies. They will keep making noise, they will keep firing at them. And as they do that, just destroy them. And by not holding back, I also mean when the enemy human falls on the ground, keep hitting him. It doesn't matter if you hit his head, although it's more valuable, obviously, but it doesn't matter as much. Just make sure you keep hitting him. That's very, very important. And honestly, that's all I had for you for today. Let's see if I actually have any medicine. That would be kind of awkward. That would be kind of awkward. Yeah, we have a bunch of them too. And I can craft some too, but it's not as good. We're gonna divide the bulk and use that. So, on that colorful note, thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope these ideas were helpful for you. I lost some people to fighting other humans, and way too many times when I join a multiplayer game, the host will just go to attack an easy human base, you know, with some humans backing him up, and he will just get headshot and die immediately. So, don't be like this. Don't be stupid, be careful, and never underestimate them. And that's the really good way to think about it. They are very, very, very difficult to fight. Not even juggernauts are as difficult, or ferals not as difficult as fighting them. So, yeah, humans are definitely the scariest opponents in this game. Thank you so much for watching again. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you tomorrow with a new video.